Hello everyone, this is Scott Caruso from PMA7 1312 here to talk to you a little bit about the Game Jam's GameStick micro console. To quote the company directly, they call it the first, quote, portable TV games console. And they're not talking portable in like a 3DS or a PS Vita sort of a way. More of a portable in I have a USB stick, kind of like this one right here, that plugs right into my HDMI port sort of way. We'll talk a little bit about GameStick and how it compares to Ouya. You get a full package when you purchase a controller, Wi-Fi, full 1080p, that sort of thing. Over 50 games right now, and the core audience that they're trying to hit with these games that they've got, according directly from Anthony Johnson, the CMO of Game Jam, is that they have the casual to mid-core gamer community firmly within their sights. These are not people, this is a direct quote from the CMO, who necessarily want to hack hardware or invest many hours a day into their gaming habit, but instead love playing beautifully made, engaging games. And he goes on to talk about how the smartphone revolution brought millions of gamers into the fray overnight, and because of that, a new business model has also started to emerge that supports low-cost gaming and has also caused companies to drive innovation within game development community. And the game development community is a big aspect of this as well, and Game Jam is doing its part with its low price point to entry. It's a $79 console that is also a development kit. All you need to do is register with the company, and you can get the development firmware pushed to your kit, so you can start developing games, or porting your existing Android content to the micro console. Then they claim, now there's no way to know if this is true or not, that over 1,200 developers have been contacted and engaged. That doesn't mean, of course, that 1,200 people are actually, or 1,200 companies are actually developing content specifically for the GameStick right now, but it does mean that they are active in community engagement and trying to get more developers on board to develop content that can be played on the Game Jam PlayStick device. So we mentioned before the comparisons that get made between GameStick and Ouya, but there is one key differentiation between the two that makes the GameStick stick out a little bit. It is eschewing the freemium model that Ouya has. That's where every game has a free component to it, and using a pretty much strict pay-to-play model in that virtually every title on the marketplace is a $2 to $5 purchase. Very few free-to-play, free-to-try games. So it removes that try before you buy aspect that makes Ouya interesting, but it also removes the advertisements and creates an ad-free, more seamless gaming experience for the end user. So it's kind of a trade-off for those people who've often said, well, I just want to pay one flat rate and not have to deal with advertisements or microtransactions or something like that. This is a good fit for that kind of person. Another thing to keep in mind about the price point, though, the games range from like $2 to $5 in that range, but a purchase on another Android device, via Google Play, doesn't provide access to the game on the GameStick, so you need to make a second purchase. The console itself has received mixed reviews to this point from the review and consumer community. Engadget, for instance, lamented the lack of titles available. There were 45 when they reviewed it. There's now a little over 50. And the selection of the ones that were available was also panned because there were some older, not critically acclaimed games in that group. Their direct quote was that it's quote, a hard sell for those looking for a front room gaming experience, end quote. The console itself got a strong grade for its small design, but the controller got mixed reviews because of its blocky design and the analog sticks, which were less than responsive, according to Engadget. A few other reviewers, Tom's Hardware and Tech Hive, they were much less mixed in their reviews. They were pretty negative, with the former of those calling Ouya the clear winner between the two due to superior hardware and a much stronger slate of games available. The latter, Tech Hive, lamented both systems but called GameStick a comedy of errors with the only redeeming factor the user interface. They did at least offer that the the concept for the console was sound, even though the execution and the selection of games was not. And this kind of illustrates the overall problem for the micro console, and that is trying to create a niche in a market, the TV gaming market, that is dominated by AAA players. And I think until there's a AAA experience, you're going to get these mixed kind of reviews until someone really knocks one out of the park. So that is the GameStick in a nutshell, and I will talk to you again very soon.